Let's talk a bit. So I've got a lot of my friends, at least one or two of them, that have told me that I'm introspective, like I'm deep enough that they would totally watch me, and also goofy enough. Well, when I got the camera on like this, just trying to do some introspective stuff, I catch myself trying to find words for the camera. Whereas had this been an answer to a question or something like that, I would be way more quirky, responsive, relatable, maybe. I would like to do more introspective stuff. I'd like to sit here and talk to you guys about my life, but the fact is, as an ADD person, there's so much going on in my brain that I don't know what to really talk about. I have the same problem in the dating world, where I'm just kind of into everything, so I don't know where to start a conversation, especially from scratch with somebody I'd never met before in my life. I think a lot of you have never left your hometown, and I am not living in mine. I've been traveling a whole lot. I describe myself as a modern nomad, and so do most of my friends. It just kind of is what it is. I've only ever known chaos. I mean, sure, I have ideas as to what stability looks like from an outside perspective, but I've never actually been stable myself. My mom always moved in Florida all the time, from one place to the next within the year, because she would show up, offer to paint a place, fix some drywall. You know, I've always been poor, so mom did her best to work for the places we stayed. And once the work ran out, we pretty much had somewhere else to go. She worked a lot of graveyard shifts to take care of us. Anywho, what I'm getting at here is that if I had some subscribers, I could go live and answer questions. And I'm an open book. You guys can literally ask me anything. I don't care. And I'm also not really sure what is working on the algorithm. Like these fishing videos, they do okay. And then what's the other one that's been doing alright? Fishing and disc golf. Those seem to be likable, but I'm actually into a lot more than that. There's a lot of things I would like to do again, but as a broke boy, I just can't really do. Can't really flaunt my skills. And I mentioned in a much earlier video that I had plans and ideas, things that I didn't want to spoil. But I think it might be time to just talk to you about my goals. So Sean Gatz is actually getting to be pretty popular, and I've had an idea to do what he's basically doing for quite a long time. I think a lot of us have had the idea of watching this guy be so successful in it. It took him a few years, and getting through some negative crap. You can imagine we've all got plenty of that going on in our lives. Negative people out to get you and such. That's one thing that I've realized in adulthood, that is actually a whole lot of people that are just out to get you, and I don't understand why. A lot of people really get to me, and it's because they're trying to get to me, and I don't understand that mentality. Once I realize you're actually trying to get to me, it pisses me off, because how could you possibly be that shitty that you just have to make life tough for others? Life is tough enough without you going and meddling in other people's affairs. That said, there have been times where I wish I had to listen to my friends. But yeah, I'd like to do introspective stuff, but like I said, I catch myself really trying to make stuff up for the camera, and it doesn't come off the way I'm really trying to make it sound. I think a lot of it's got to do with I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say, or even that I've got a million thoughts that I want to say and can't figure out which one I'm getting at. And now I'm starting to ramble because I'm looking for words for the camera. Touch base back onto the other stuff I'd like to do, some of the things I'm into. I took rock climbing when I was in the military academy, and I would love to rock climb. There's plenty of places up here where we've blasted out for highways, and I just see all the time places that I just want to go climb, but I don't have the ropes and stuff to do it. I brought up Sean Gatz. A big thing he's doing is he's bought up a property and he's trying to make affordable living for those who just don't have it. I would love to do the same thing, but tiny homes aren't the way I want to do it. Where I'm at now, I can totally find primo real estate for really cheaply, and it comes about here and there, and basically if there's a family that can afford, you know, just the taxes, just the things that come with owning, I would love to buy up a piece of property, make it out of trash, well, make a home out of trash, and make it beautiful, and give it to a family. I'm gonna be real with you, I might catch some flack with this one, but like, I'm not even trying to do something for the single ladies with kids. I'm trying to help out the family that, through all the crap that's going on in today's world, is still fighting to make ends meet, still loyal to the person they're with. I don't want to just hand a life to some chick who got pregnant and hopped on social media talking about how bad their guy was. The reality is you had a kid. You know, you love this person at some point for some reason, and a lot of women out there just threw away the guy that was really trying. I'm one of them. So I'd like to serve the families that are actually struggling to stay together through the adversity of today. That's my ultimate plan. But I need funds first. And right now, I've got like $25 in my name. It's not awesome. It's not great. Bought the camera in an attempt to make money, which pretty much every creator has advised against. They really said to do it because you love it. And to be honest, after I edited a couple videos, found out how simple it was nowadays, I really do enjoy it. Really bummed out that I broke the main screen of my camera. I would have shot this in portrait just to kind of see, but my main screen is broken and it's a little tough for me to do at the moment. Ouch. I really enjoy doing this, and I'd like to use this platform to make the world a better place. There's enough assholes in the world. I'm not trying to contribute. I'm gonna show y'all a Florida favorite. Fish and grits. You're gonna need 2 pots. You're gonna need all just enough to submerge them, because what you're looking for is fish to float. And then your smaller pot, you're gonna want water. You want that water to get to a rolling ball. That is a rolling ball. So we're gonna turn this down to the low, Let's set that off to the side actually for a second. We're gonna come over here, we're gonna grab our grits. Now, pretty much remember that grits take up a whole lot of room, they soak up a whole lot of water. So as much water as you got is as much grits as you got. Let that swell on the low. But you can't just have grits. Grits by themselves is kind of gross. It's like having a biscuit with nothing on it, which is like I like to think about my grits. My grits are basically like a big old wet biscuit. So a big old fat dollop of butter, sharp cheddar, and some garlic salt. Say what? Enough of that to make your nose burn. Yeah, there we go. That sticky icky going on. Yeah. Your fish goes into the frying pan. Again, you want just enough oil so that these guys submerge. If it's not stuck to the bottom, it should totally be floating like a little iceberg. Alright, now look, if you're not doing it this way, you're not doing it right. Got a plate slap full of grits. That's what we doing right here. It's slap full of grits. Got that sticky icky. You might have to pull some of that with your finger. Alright, here's the part that you're not doing right if you're not doing it like this. Bam. Fish right in it. Fish right in it. Fish right in it. Fish right in it. That's why you want that sticky icky. You want this stuff to really stick to your fish. Love me some bluegill. I'm sure you've noticed that I cook my bluegill raw with no breading. There's a reason for that. It's because the state I'm in right now, they don't really get big enough consistently enough to really fillet one. I would love to fillet one and not have to worry about any of these bones. But truly and honestly, this is how you get the most meat out of your bluegill. And if they were big enough, I would love to have some tartar sauce with these. But when you get through this cooked fillet here, get you a big old fat bite off the rib of this thing. I literally just pulled this out of the fryer. Probably could have, should have, would have let that rest. There's a rib in it. Come on. This one's not being very nice to me. Alright, fork full of fish. Fork full of grits. Alright, these ribs want to come right off. Oh yeah, that's a bite right there. If this doesn't make your mouth water, maybe Florida's just not for you.